Do you have the holiday blues? It can be difficult to manage your feelings as the days are getting shorter and the holiday season approaches. So it's important to be mindful of the impact that these changes can have on our mental health. This is your food for thought from the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Service. While this time of year is often a time of joy or celebration, for some it can bring a lot of different feelings, such as sadness, anxiety, or stress, often known as the holiday blues, or even the winter blues if it continues into the new year. These feelings are often temporary and can be related to a lot of different stressors that you might be experiencing. Symptoms can be low energy, difficulty sleeping, feeling irritable or withdrawn, difficulty concentrating, or changes in appetite, either not eating or eating too much. So, we want to give you some tips to navigate these holiday blues and stay well this holiday season. Now, it's important to distinguish the difference of holiday blues and also depression. One type of depression is seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. This is often linked to the changing seasons, but it can have more persistent and severe symptoms. And there is nothing wrong with feeling sad or whatever, but if it extends for a longer period of time, you might want to go and get checked out or talk with someone to see if you have some form of depression and what suggestions they might give you for that. So always reach out to a medical professional when in doubt. But we know that the holidays can be challenging. Oftentimes we have unrealistic expectations. We feel that we have to, have this big, huge meal, spread that just like the movies or the TVs, or I have to have all these Christmas decorations, or maybe my neighbors have all of this. And oftentimes we can get disappointed and we feel a lot of pressure if we can't live up to these expectations. Oftentimes with these expectations, there comes a financial cost, and that can lead to financial worries. All the bills are coming due at the same time. And, planning for these events can be very overwhelming, and you've got to go and socialize with people. And if you are kind of an introvert or you don't feel comfortable in social settings, that definitely can be overwhelming. There is so much tempting food. So we typically oftentimes have unhealthy eating habits, overindulging in foods that are only available this time of year or drinking the specialty holiday beverages. And then also, sometimes maybe you don't have these parties to go to. Maybe you don't have all these expectations or these, family and friends or anything to spend the time with. And you could just be lonely and kind of isolating yourself. Maybe you've lost somebody this year and you need somebody to talk with. There's often, people who are experiencing painful memories. Maybe they've lost someone around the holidays last year. So again, when in doubt, please reach out to a medical professional for help. You can also, we want to give you just some other tips for staying well this holiday season. First of all, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay not to feel happy all the time. Allow yourself these emotions without judging yourself for them. Set realistic expectations. Don't strive for perfection. Don't focus, on all of these unimportant things. Focus on spending quality time with loved ones and just enjoying the simple things. Maybe you need to create a gratitude journal that you can write down some of the things that you are grateful for. Prioritize self-care too. Oftentimes we're so stressed about, what are we going to take to that party, or what are we going to buy that person, or how are we going to decorate the house to keep the kids happy, that we forget ourselves. So make time for activities that you enjoy, certain traditions maybe, or just even just sitting and reading or listening to music or spending time in nature. Find some healthy habits, such as trying to get enough sleep, trying to eat nutritious foods and stay active. Even just a short walk can make a big difference. Set boundaries. It's okay to say no to events or commitments that you just don't have the energy for. Find ways that you can connect with others, reaching out to friends and families or even coworkers and just sharing with each other is important. And there's so many different organizations in the community that are always looking for volunteers. So sometimes just volunteering your time or volunteering and helping, even make a donation to something to someone less fortunate than yourself can help boost your mood and help you also feel connected to others. So again, take care of your well-being. It's extremely important, especially during the holidays. Acknowledge your feelings, set realistic expectations, and don't forget to prioritize self-care. And if you do these things, then you can try to navigate this holiday season a little bit easier and focus on the things that truly matter. Again, this is your food for thought from the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Service.